Hello everyone. This is Dimitrios Zoros, and this is the first episode of the Deathgineers podcast. Who am I and what the Deathgineers are will be covered in the zeroth episode that I will post in a few days. I just wanted to get ahead and post this episode because it has to do with tomorrow's 18th of July of 2025 reveal show that Games Workshop has announced some days ago. And the reason I wanted to post this episode is because I wanted to talk about what I believe that the Deathgineers could possibly get. The Deathwatch. Yes, the Deathgineers is a Deathwatch centric channel. So the Deathwatch will have a presence in this announcement, and I wanted to talk about it. Now, let's start with what has happened, in what state is Deathwatch in 2025. Well, we got our army back, our army status back with the Grotmass Index early December 24, after having been incorporated in the Imperial Agents Codex for some time. Because it carried some interest from the fandom after the Space Marine 2 intro, when we had Titus as a Deathwatch Black Shield. It actually, as an army, it won the Las Vegas Open end of 2024, if I'm correct. One of probably the greatest tournament in Warhammer 40k. And it did have a good streak of wins in tournaments, although the past few weeks we see win rates and participation falling at a bit along with the various tournaments and GTs and etc. Another important fact is that Astartes 2, the sequel to the fan-made very popular Astartes video on YouTube, the Astartes 2, its sequel, has been announced properly and officially from Games Workshop. They started cooperating with the creator of Astartes, or the first Astartes, even with the No No Fear, was it its name? The episode with the Amazon Prime series where we saw the continuation of Titus Adventures. And it's announced for 2026, when also the 11th edition is probably bound to happen, to start. And its teaser pointed to a Deathwatch-centric story, because in the end we see a Terminator with the Deathwatch insignia. So probably the 4 different Marines from the 4 different chapters it shows, they will probably form some kill team. And lastly, we have tomorrow, the 18th of July reveal show, that has been heeded, that there will be some announcement on Deathwatch, because we see a certain hat, the first of the clue hats that they were used in the video call sketch that they used to announce the announcement. So, and the first hat is actually one bearing the Deathwatch insignia. What do we expect tomorrow and in the future, into 11th? Let's see some predictions, hopes, even dreams, dare I say, that us Deathwatch fans have for the future of the army. Now, let's start with the new vets. People that are into the Deathwatch army, they know that one of our most iconic kits is the Deathwatch Veterans. 5 firstborn models, the the Mark 8 armor, I think it's called, a very good and properly proportioned firstborn Marines kit. The bodies are not, this crouched older. It reminds more of a Horus Heresy kit, as in being firstborn. It's not old firstborn. It comes with a lot of options. It is probably one of the two most auto-include units, along with Intomitor Kill Team, in our armies. And it comes in mostly in melee flavors, and for better or for worse, the past few weeks, it has started disappearing from the Games Workshop, the Warhammer official eShops. There is nowhere to be found in the American one, the US one. At least I didn't manage to find it. And in the UK and the EU eShop, it's sold out. And in general, it's very difficult to find it. Although I have found some copies around the various, known international shops that carry Warhammer products. So, there is a great belief that we will get some new vets. Now, they might be turned into Primaris kits, Primaris bodies. We do hope that they will maintain, if it's something new in this form, that they will maintain their flavor. They were 5 different bodies, as in the front. I believe all 5 backpacks were also different. We had a lot of different weapons that we could choose from, both melee and long range. And it would be very, very bad if we reverted back to something, if we devolved, down to something like monopause, or even less flavorful, like, general intercessor style of army vets. This is probably the most likely to happen, but it might not come on its own, because let's go to number 2, Kill Team. There has been rumors that there will be a new Kill Team kit, a new Kill Team pack with Deathwatch and Necrons, called Dead Silence or Dead and Silent, something like this. Some even say that this might be the new edition, the new series, the new season for the current Kill Team season. That means that it could come with a greater package, with a full terrain pack, a new mission, like it was with Volcus, and it was Vespids and Achillans, I think, the 2 Kill Teams. So we have a lot of hopes for this, and it might incorporate this new veteran kit that we expect. So maybe the Kill Team, the veteran Kill Team, will evolve into a package. The veterans, as it is today, it will stop being just a Deathwatch box, and it will be a Kill Team, the game Kill Team box, with its own 40k instructions, so that we can incorporate it in our 40k armies. These are the more, let's say, probable things. Now, let's go to some more, dreams, kind of speculation. What about a new combat patrol? As probably most of you know by now, there are rumors that a bunch of new combat patrols are coming. We already had the new Black Templars, the new Space Wolves, with the renew of their series. We had a new Tyranids combat patrol, and it is speculated, not so speculated, rumored, it's almost certain, that there will be some Codex compliant chapters combat patrols, meaning that we will get combat patrols for White Scars, Imperial Fists. I don't remember what all other. I don't think there would be Raven Guard, but the most probably is White Scars and Imperial Fists, and well, maybe we also get a combat patrol for Deathwatch. Now, there has been a lot of conversations online about what combat patrol for Deathwatch could entail. If we get a new Deathwatch veteran Kill Team, I believe that it is very probable that we could get a package, a combat patrol, where we would have 2 teams. Probably it will come again in 5 men squads, and we could have 2 of these, a Rhino and a Watchmaster. I do believe that this maybe something more, another figure, another character, so that it would have a good discount rate and points rate, we could see something in terms of creating a vanilla or 2 kill teams, like having 10 intercessors that you could turn into 40 skill team, maybe with some add-ons, or even maybe have 10 heavy intercessors, so you can create an indomitor kill team. I mean, imagine a box with 10 heavy intercessors and 10 intercessors and 1 character. This would actually give a good amount of points. And I mean, if you build it as forties and as indomitor kill teams with a character, this could lead to even more than 500 points and a great discount. So maybe it won't be so so it would be, Games Workshop would be more reluctant to do something like this. And of course, many could speculate that Corvus Blackstar could come into a combat patrol box. So maybe, I don't know, we can only hope for such a thing. It maybe even have some rework done on the Corvus Blackstar dataset, although Games Workshop doesn't want to, make aircrafts better in 10th. It's like their fetish in this edition. And let's go to the final, the even more dreams and hopes speculation that I have about an army box. And I don't think that this could actually be announced tomorrow. I am talking about more in the future framework of reference. And here is, because I wanted to say it online and let it hang around. I am not convinced that we are 100% away from the possibility, from even the slightest possibility, of 11th edition being the launch box about Deathwatch versus Orcs. Orcs is highly speculated to be part of the 11th edition launch setting, along with a good refresh of their roster. And I mean, they're Xenos, and who's better to pursue Xenos than the Deathwatch? Although I don't believe that if we actually get a kill team new season box that comes with the lore and the terrain around Deathwoods, then yeah, okay, I find it very difficult to also have an army box. But if it's just a simple kill team pack with just 2 new kill teams, maybe next year we might get something even better for Deathwoods. But I mean, these kind of things take time for Games Workshop to organize them. So maybe they saw all the fun reactions and the popularity that Deathwatch gained after Space Marine 2 and all this success in the various tournaments, even though we have settled down a bit for the past few weeks. And what makes me more keen to speculating about such even very slight probability is that if you remember in the beginning of this video, I mentioned Astartes 2. Astartes 2 comes next year, 2026. The 11th edition is probably coming next year, 2026. And since Games Workshop lost the opportunity with all the, the fame that Deathwatch got from Space Marine 2, Games Workshop was not ready to take advantage of it, to exploit it. We weren't even an army at the point. I actually got into this hobby just last October, and it was because of Deathwatch Space Marine 2, and I was like, oh yeah, let's start a Deathwatch army. Oh, there is not a Deathwatch army. Bummer. So, since they didn't manage to exploit this, they weren't prepared for this, they didn't pay attention, I don't know how to say it, I do believe that they might try to get in a position where the Astartes 2, I believe it's a guaranteed success. It will, as it seems, promote Deathwatch a lot as an army, as a faction. So why not combine it with a new launch box? And let's face it, Deathwatch has some nice aesthetics with the pauldrons and the various weapons and the xeno weapons that we have, but it also is kind of Swiss Blade kind of army, hobby wise. I mean, we have a little range of very individual models, and we basically build around the generic Space Marine models. So Deathwatch box could be a generic Space Marine box. It could have in it models that could easily be used by most chapters, divergent and codex compliant, if they don't include some very specific, like veterans, very specific Deathwatch kits. So there you have it. I want to apologize for the bad quality of sound and the lack of editing. As you can probably understand, this is just one take. I just wanted to get ahead of tomorrow's announcements, and hopefully in the future I will have some better quality both in sound and in editing in general in these videos. So I hope we have a very satisfactory reveal so tomorrow. So goodbye to everyone.